Well, good morning, guys. Hope you're all doing well today. Out and about again today. I'm just continuing on where I finished the paddock off last time. Same paddock. I've moved up a little bit. I was over behind that tree there the other day, and I've just moved forward a bit, and I'm sort of just working down this way, finding a few burrows and putting the nets down. I spotted this one here when I went for a walk the other day. Going to do that one. There is one here I found. It's only got 2 or 3 holes, and I put down a few purse nets. So we've got Sasha, which is Shorty's kid, out today. We've got Lena and Bree, Lena and Spark. We've also got Buffy, Xena and Star. They're the ferrets I've got with me today. Young Dash continuing to improve. He is really impressive. Chase, 15 months old, turned into a mighty fine animal, hasn't he? Very, very handy. Although he can be a little bit naughty sometimes. He knows he's not supposed to chase the roos, but sometimes he can't help himself. He won't grab them, but he just likes to run after them. He did that this morning. First time I've seen him do it in quite some time, but he got told off. Anyway, he's turned into a beauty, hasn't he? You look at Chase, who's sort of had to step up to the plate after Fleet went, didn't he? And he's doing the job fine. He's pretty good around the nets. He's more of an all-rounder though, you know, like he's not as good as a burrow dog as what Fleet was, and he never will be. The Whippet's pretty hard to beat on the burrows, but as an all-rounder, no comparison. Like, he'll just run off and grab rabbits. He kills foxes. He hates foxes. He got one the other day and killed it in no time. So he's more of an all-rounder, isn't he? And he's got more top-end speed than what Fleet did. And that's why I opted to get another Whippet after Fleet went. And then Dashy's pretty good. Dash, come. Come. Good boy, mate. And he's turning into a little beauty. And he's only very, very young, as you know. Good boy. So, that's a little bit of information, and I've got a couple of purse nets on that burrow there. Not sure how we'll go. I'll get Sasha out, which is Shorty's kit. Here's Sasha. There she is, Graham. Remember I said she's getting much longer, mate. Look at that. Turned into a beautiful ferret, mate. Ooh. Off she goes. Not sure about this. I'm only doing it because I've seen a little bit of digging on the ground there. Although we might get one out of there. Just seen it pop ahead here, and it only goes straight through. But there was that digging there, so I thought, oh, then maybe there might be one. But the pup's quite an act. Oh, look at that, this bolt hole. I didn't even see that. I'll know for next time. Look at that. I'll leave it open. If they come out, they're going to try and run in there, and they'll hit the net. Nothing in it. But what I will do, before I go over there, I'll drop a net on there, in case any get out and try and run to that burrow, they'll get back netted. Dot, 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 dot. Don't worry, girl, I'm going to drop you in something bigger any moment. I just hope I don't forget to pick those up, which happens occasionally. And as you get older, you start to get more things. I'm laughing because what else can you do? Anyway, I used to, don't get me wrong, my memory's not real bad, but it's not as good as it used to be. Alright, let's go over and drop a couple of ferrets in over here. I should have actually, what I might do is put Star, Xena and Buffy in over here because they haven't been out in a little, I don't know, over a week anyway. I'm a little bit more confident about this burrow. It's got two parts to it. It's a little bit of an old section in here and a bit better section over here. So I've got the net going all the way around through those trees out the other side. But looks okay, this burrow. Might get one or two out of it. Star, Buffy, Xena. Right, this goes two ways. Just want to see which way she goes. Two. Three. Oh, definitely something going on. Oh, there's one. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good boy, Dash. All right. Mine, Chase. Mine. Mine. Chase. Chase. Good boy, Dash. Mine. There's another one. Oh, well, it ran under the bush. I just seen it. One just ran out, ran under the bush and back down. Might have hit the net, I don't know yet, guys. Nah, went back down. Beautiful morning, birds are singing, sun's shining. It's going to be 17 degrees today. Sunny and 17 with very little wind. This area is really protected depending on which way the wind's coming from, but I did stop at near Ross McGregor's today and the wind was bloody really early this morning and the wind was already up there, which is why I decided to come out this side. What else? I did ring Tom this morning, couldn't get him on the phone, so I texted him. He's got a few burrows down the back that I haven't been to for a while, and he said, yeah mate, go out there but don't drive anywhere wet. I said, okay, cheers. So Tom is Terry's brother. Ferrets are working the burrow well. They'll do well to get this rabbit out now, because the dogs, it's seen the dogs and ran back. Not sure if they chased one out then. So It ran back in here, whether there's burrows in here or not. Oh yeah, look, there's a big one over there. See that? I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there's a ferret over there. The big burrow that comes out where Chase is under there now. And there's probably a few kits in the burrow, like nearly all of the burrows have got kits now, so this time of year you're waiting a bit more than you normally would. And you can normally pick up on that, guys, if your ferrets are down in something that's not real big, and they're not showing their head at all, especially this time of year, usually it's because they're killing the kids. Or you've got a hesitant one that knows the burrow well and is running in circles. But you can see the dogs, they can hear what's going on. I drove around a fair bit this morning. And that's another thing that I'll mention. Like, you go into an area which you think's holding a few rabbits and you don't see any. Sometimes if that night there's been a few foxes around and they've been chasing them, they're not out. So you've got to sort of check a place more than once. I don't know how many times I've gone. Yeah, she's found that big burrow down there. They're all there. I think we might have got one that ran through then. There's a dog's going nuts. I don't know how many times I've gone to an area, seen nothing, go back past that same area 2 or 3 days later, and then they're all sitting out, or they're out in the paddock. And it's, I'm guessing, with my experience over the years, I've sort of worked out it's usually when the foxes have been at them, chasing them around. And and there's a lot of foxes in this area, as you would well imagine. Right, I think this burrow's done. Yeah, I think the other one ran out before. Seen the dogs chase after. I didn't see it. Sometimes they can get under the net or through it, or a hole in it that's not repaired yet that you haven't seen. Yeah, you see ferrets coming out now. Alright guys, that's that burrow done. At least we got one. I mean, we bolted two. I think one got through the net, I'm not too sure. I've seen the dogs chasing something out through there. But I did see one run out and back down. Alright, I'm going to go for a bit of a walk, pick out another burrow and go and do it. The burrow not too far away, just here. It'd be a good one just to drop the ferrets in. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I like watching the dogs run, and look, the main reason I'm going to do it like that, A, I like the dogs to watching them run, and B, They're probably going to try and run to this burrow. Probably. But anyway, we'll see, won't we? Sometimes you can be successful with the dogs and other days you don't. But we'll give it a go. And use these three again. It's going to be a beautiful day though, geez, that's nice. Birds are all singing. Fantastic. And there's a few other burrows around here I can net up as well. But, you know, I'm expecting to bolt maybe one or two maybe. Heard a bolt, I think. Just by the way zip's acting. Ferret. Something going on here. Got him. Good boy, Chase. Good boy, mate. Good catch, buddy. Good boy, mate. Okay, good dog. Mine. Good boy, mate. You got him, caught him like nothing. Now he's going back. Better and better that dog over the burrows. Oh, mine. You notice all the ferrets are staying down. thought I heard a kick here before, I wasn't sure. But there might be one with its head in the corner. Normally when there's a bunch of kits, if they're old enough to run around, you'll see one or two of them come out and they'll kill the rest. But I haven't seen any kits yet. And you'll notice from now on, guys, look, Zip won't be here all the time. She's just getting old and she's injuring herself all the time. And it's real painful for her. Like it used to be not so bad though. The injuries are a bit milder than what they are now. But now she's got one joint in particular that keeps flaring up on it. And I'll rest her for 3 or 4 days, and then she runs, you know, 3 or 4 times, and then I have to give her 3 or 4 days off again. She's at that stage of life. There's Buffy. The Buffster. Oh, she'd look at the blood on her. She's got a bunch of blood just under there, under her chin, so they've killed a couple of kits. Chase, come. There's the other one. Yeah, they've killed the kits. She's got blood all over her too. Still hunting. Not all over her, but she had a bit on her nose. So it was a lot of fun. It's good to see Chase do his thing. And he's pretty quick now, isn't he? Like, he's a lot more sensible than Fleet used to be. You see that he doesn't barge into them and tumble, which means he probably during his life won't catch as many. They're all the ferrets are coming up now. And he'll miss the odd one because of that. Like Fleet used to come up to the burrows and smash and grab them on the burrow. He won't do that. He's a little bit more sensible. Your biggest worry is when you're running towards a fence hoping the dogs will see it in time. Like that last time he ripped himself up, he's seen the fence but too late, and because of the way he had to jump, he miscalculated and tore himself up. That tear under there is healed now, but he had a tear under there and that big one on the side which is healed now too. Back down. That's the other one. They're coming up. Alright guys, I'll pick these ferrets up. When I can. Buffy we've already got back. It's just Xena and Star. Xena. She's got a bit of blood on her too. Alright, so that's 2 so far, I'm counting. It was fun. I'm going to go and pack those nets up now. And I'll throw them around something else. There's a couple of burrows out here. I might go for a little bit of a walk first. And then I'll pack the nets up, go for a walk, then put the nets around something, get back to you. Alright guys, I went for a bit of a walk and I found a few more burrows. And as you can see, look, there's not a lot in these burrows, but there's, you know, 1 or 2 in each burrow. Sometimes you don't get any. So not a lot in this area, but a few. This burrow here doesn't look that good. Might get one out of it. There is a couple of burrows down here that are real good, but the trouble is with them, if I do them now, and I can tell they're full of kits, the ferrets are going to kill every kit in there. so I really don't want to do them right now. I might leave that one a little bit for a few months. And there's a couple out there that are real good. Looks like that's where the bulk of them are. And look, if I go there, I'm going to get more rabbits, but you're cutting your own throat. This isn't the bloke who owns this place. If he was farming or he had sheep or something like that, I'd get rid of them for him. But because it's just a paddock and he doesn't really do anything with it, it's a good place to come and just, you know, run the dogs and that sort of thing. You don't want to empty the area out. There's another burrow there. I might do that one. Yeah, I'll do this one, which is sort of right next to the other one we didn't got one out of. So I'll do that one. Plus I've got a couple of ferrets I want to give a run to, which is Shorty's, Lena and Spark. And I'll put Sasha in too. So I'll run these three. 1, 2, 3. Not that big. And I'll put them all in together. There you go, Sasha. Might be nothing in it. We'll see. I don't think so. Like even that burrow that we did just there, that they caught one out of. But yes, there's a nice hawk. Yes, we did catch one, but they killed all the kits in there as well. If you left them alone for a few months and come back, all them kits would be sort of running around full grown and you'd get more. So what I'm saying is you come into an area like this and it's not as if they're using it for anything, so don't flog it, don't get rid of them all. Different if they had sheep or they were growing crops or something, or cows or horses or something like that, but there's nothing here. I think that hawk up there can see my rabbit guts. And he's just waiting. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I might do one more round here. There's another one there that's sort of, I don't think they're breeding that much in. I might do that, and then I'm going to head out and have a look out at the back of Tom's place. There's a paddock out there that he's leasing, and there's a few burrows out there. I'm going to go out there and check them out, and then I'll probably go home. But I'll spend a bit of time out there. You know, I'm just going to walk along the creek and check out the burrows and see which ones they're breeding in, and estimate how many numbers are there. Yeah, there's nothing in this burrow. But it was worth a try, wasn't it? So that's what I'm going to do. So a bit of a short video today. I've got a couple of rabbits. Look, I'll probably get 1 or 2 more before I go home. If I did that burrow over there, I'd get a few. You'd probably get half a dozen out of there. But I really don't want to do it. Because you'll get half a dozen, you know, but you'll kill all the kits that are in there, all of them. And right now there's a lot of kits around. There's a lot. I'm surprised there's no, there's nothing in here at all. I thought, oh, I'd probably get one. Dot, 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 dot. These are Storm's kids. Really lively, very, very good on their feet. See that? They just run through the burrows, they just run. Sasha's, she's pretty good too, but she's not quite as good on her feet as them. She's more methodical. But these ones, they just run through the burrows, mate. Here's Lena. Oh, we'll pick her up. Burrow's done. So what else? Bodie's going this weekend. Blake's coming to pick him up on Sunday. He offered me really good money, so I couldn't really knock it back. Sasha. Nothing in there, girl, I know. Should be a good ferret to put to Bodie, that's Sasha. But he's going anyway. I'm getting a tranter buck in, and if he's good, I'll end up putting her to him. And we'll keep that line going, that shorties line. It's got some potential, you know. There's a few things I really like about that ferret. Its qualities are in a different area to Trixie's and Storm's, but when you put all those three together, you're going to get something special, and hopefully that's the plan. Although this year Buffy's kits should be pretty good, because I'll be putting Spike over Buffy, and they should be pretty good. And this is all Storm's line, and you can see how they are. Remember, if you remember Storm, she's exactly the same, exactly the same nature. So she stamped herself, you know, which is what I was hoping she'd do. Really good on their feet, same nature, vicious on the rabbits, and super fast through the burrows. But that type of ferret is always really good. But they'll miss a few. But when you put the other right traits into them, and you keep those traits as well, you end up with a ferret that's more well-rounded. Anyway, just a philosophy, a breeding philosophy I have, and it seems to be working out good, because all the ferrets I'm getting now, they're all pretty good. Geez, there's a burrow over there. I'm tempted to do it, but I know I'm making a mistake. Alright guys, listen, I'll call it a day, I think. Short video today, only got a couple of rabbits, but I think I'm making the smart move. For longevity anyway. You know, you'll see at the end of the year, I'll come back and I'll say, remember I left this burrow. You'll see this dog, he's starting to mark now. He ran straight to that burrow, and he's standing on it, marking it. So he's, a couple of people in the chat have said they've seen a couple of things with him about marking, and they're right. Like, if you watch that pup, he'll end up being a good marking dog, and he already is. Look at him, he's standing on that burrow I was talking about. Brett said he's got a few in it, and he's marking it. And he's looking back to see if I'm coming. I'm not doing that one, mate. Dash, come. And he's real obedient. Good boy, but good boy. Very good boy. Very good boy. Yeah. Good boy, Dash. I really like that pup. Really like that pup. Not sure how much speed he's going to have or how good he's going to be, but I do like him. He's got a couple of quality attributes. Just like you, Chase, and just like you, old Tippy girl. These are all good dogs. Get up. Hop, hop, hop. Good dogs. Good dogs. Alright guys, I might call it a day, I think. Get up. Dash. I'm not going to that, I'm not doing that burrow, mate. He's dying to go over and do it. Yeah, so looks like he might be alright at marking, doesn't it? He's dying to go over to that burrow. I'm not doing it, mate. I'll put this window up because he jumps out the window. Alright guys, it's going to be it. I'll leave that burrow, I'm not going to do it. I'm tempted, and I was going to, but I'd be mad. It'd be a bad idea. There is another couple that are out in the open I can do that are like that one. You might get one out of them. Might not. Yeah, there's a couple down in here too. But this area here, this where the bulk of them are, I might just leave them for now. There's too many others that I can do. Near my house there's quite a few that I've left alone for a little while, and the rabbits on those, the kits are growing up on a couple of them, you know, so I might call past there and maybe do one of them. Trouble is I've got to walk through water to get to them. I can't drive up to them. There's a bit of a creek there I've got to hop over. Anyway, it is what it is. Whatever you're doing in life, guys, make sure you enjoy. I'm rambling because life goes past. It's way too fast. Bye for now. Oh, you're still here. Well, lucky for you, you hung around. Bit of bonus content, guys. I drove up the road about 300 yards and thought, oh, you know, I couldn't see anything from the road. I thought I'll take a walk out in this paddock and see if there's any in the paddock, because it's a likely area, you know, like if the paddock sort of stretches all the way down to the other main road. Anyway, so I got out and I went for a bit of a walk, and Dash ran over here, marked this burrow. But I did spot another couple. There's one in this bush here, and there was another one back further where I walked in from the road, and there was this one. They chased a couple of rabbits here, but it's fresh digging there. And it's huge, it's massive. And you'll see digging all over it. And it's huge. It goes up to the fence over there, and it goes all the way out and around. There's just burrows everywhere. So next time I come, guys, this will be the one I'm going to do. It's big, because when you do something like this, you'll get a few, and I'll kill a few kits, all right, but they won't get them all. And then you just leave it alone for, you know, a while, and they'll all breed up again. You can see there's burrows everywhere, all through here. The dogs chased a couple in, but yeah, it's probably take 2 or 3 long nets to get around it. Comes out on the other side of the fence there. That's okay, because I've got permission into that paddock next door too. Comes out under the shed, all the way around this shed. Geez, might take 3 or 4 nets, but I'm going to do this one. I'll put a bunch of ferrets in it. There'll be 8 or 9 ferrets in there. Well, actually, maybe not the next time I go out, because I think I might be going out with Graham this week. And but I'll get to it. Oh yeah, I just thought I'd go for a bit of a wander, and that's how you find them, guys. You just get a likely area and get out, look for some diggings, and go from there. But where we are, where I was just before, was right up that way, at 300 yards. And down along this creek here, there'll be the odd burrow. Chase, he's taken off, he can smell them all over the joint. Anyway, I'll get back to you if I find something else. That just took off like he smelled something. Oh, where is he going? Dash! Dash! No, he's on the scent. He's running back to that burrow, I think. He's got a good nose, that dog. That pup, for a whippet anyway. He ran straight back to that burrow. when he took off I thought, oh yeah, it's probably another burrow just here somewhere. And there is, look at that. I could just spotted one out here in the open. What's this look like? Yeah, might get one out of it. No fresh digging around, but it's some old stuff. There's another one right next door. It might join actually, there's another burrow just here. This one's got a little bit of digging on it. There. Some old stuff. So I'm just finding burrows everywhere across this paddock. It's like a big sand flat, isn't it? And it stretches all the way along this creek. And we're on this side. I haven't even looked on the other side of the creek yet, so I can see a burrow over there, straight across there. Yeah, there's a few burrows here. Well, there you go, guys. So there's a few in this area. So you're probably going to be backwards and forwards out here over the next week or two. I just wanted to get out and go for a walk and have a bit of a wander and enjoy the bush, listen to the birds, and pretty enjoyable stuff. Dash, dash, dash. And the dogs love it too. There's rabbit shit everywhere, but it's old. A lot of it's old. Alright, well that is going to be it for today, guys. I'm going to wander back to the car now. There's another burrow in here. Pretty close to the other one, but it's separate. This is pretty big too. Not real big, it's not huge, but definitely being used, 100%. Look at this. 100%. Nice burrow, beautiful. Stretches out to about here. There's my car there. Look at this. There's another burrow. Geez, they're all over the place through here. I'll show you this one first. There's that one. There's the one that I showed you before on the fence over there. The big one, the real big one. This one's not pretty big too. And there's one in here, and this is being used as well. Not as many in this one, but it is being used. I can tell by the fresh shit outside the holes. So, just in this little vicinity here, there's 3 or 4 burrows I can do. The ones that I've already found. So that's fantastic, isn't it? Plenty of firewood in there too. Heaps of it. Not that I need it, not that I'm cutting any. Alright, so there's another one there too. There's a few around here. If you walked around, and you'll find a few small ones too, you know, like this one. These are the ones you come down and just throw the ferrets through and just see if the dogs can find any. It's all caved in, this one. It's all caved in. Okay, on we go. Just come out to Tom's place for a bit of a look around. And I spotted this burrow here and I thought, there'll be nothing in there, but I'll run the ferrets through just in case. Straight away, a rabbit came out and ran straight over there. They missed it. Come! What you... I didn't think there'd be much in it. There's a bit of a creek here and it's got a few burrows here and there, but down the back there's a few more burrows, but better ones. Ran straight past me. He was only half grown too. Dogs didn't see him until he was almost at the fence. And I went for a bit of a walk up here. And I went out there, but that's not a burrow. I was unlucky. The dogs were on this side of the log and it ran out this side. Yeah, come out of a pop hole. I don't think there's too much more in there. Good to see there's some around here though. I did stop and see one of the Brady's, one of the ones, I think Tim, I think you said his name was. I know Terry and I talked to Tom, but I hadn't met Tim. And Simon, their dad, he's in town. He'd be pretty old now. Probably he's not out the farm now. But it comes out both sides, this burrow. I looked at it and I thought, nah, there's nothing in there, but I'll run the ferrets through just in case, give the dogs a run if there is. But they're staying down, so there's probably another one in there. Oh no, there she is. It's Lena, or is it Sasha? Lena. Can't tell. Dog act like we heard something. You're getting tired now, mate. I won't do any more. No, you're getting tired. You've been running around a lot today. But there's a big burrow in there, another one in there, and a bit of a pop hole there, as well as that burrow there. Just in there. There's a couple of holes on this side, but they look blocked in. They don't look like they're connected. Dog's acting like he can hear one squealing. Yeah, they've caught one for sure, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, they've caught it. Oh, I can hear it. There's a bit of bumping going on underground. And there's a couple of burrows right over the back over there, which I found, I don't know, months ago. But you can't drive across there now, it's too wet. Bit of a look around. It's a good spot to drive in. Oh, just seen the ferry come up and go back down. It's a good spot to drive early in the morning because you get the foxes right out in the middle of the paddock, coming back from wherever they're going. Yeah, they've definitely caught one. There she is. I just seen a baby. I just seen it there, and I seen Spark come out behind it and zoom back down, but it ran out and then back in here somewhere, maybe in there. But it's only a kid about that big. Kid about that big. The other one was about that size too, but it made a run for it. Yeah. Lena and Sasha. That's Lena. You can tell Lena she's darker and she's got a black on one of her legs. And that's the trouble with the burrows right now, guys. You do a lot of waiting. And because there's so many kits around. And when they're that big, all the ferrets do is they run around, they'll kill one, then they'll run around, kill another one until they get them all. Tot, 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 tot. Over here, girl, look round over here. Move, Dash. Went in there, girl. Line up. Down. Oh, see that? Where is he, Dash? He came out here somewhere. That might come out on the video, I'm not sure. Ran straight past Dash, ran behind him and fired him up. Look, 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 look! He's gone. Good. Look. Good boy. Chase, come. 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 Chase. Come. Good boy. Good boy, mate. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Mine. 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 All right, they got him out. Mine. Mine. Right, they got him out eventually. Back down. He's back down. Geez, they're good, them ferrets. And they're Storm's kit and Sasha, Shorty's kit. And all three of them are going good. Or I wouldn't have them. They would have been gone by now. That's Lena. Yeah, it's Lena. She's got a black leg. She's darker and got a black leg. So there, she's got a black on her leg, on both her legs. Alright, just that's it to go. Look at the fur on her, look. Just sash it to go. And she's more persistent, Sasha. She's, I think I mentioned before, keep your eye on her and you'll see which ones are methodical, which ones are more persistent. There she is. Look at the blood on her. There she is. There's blood on her nose. Yeah, she's licking her lips and blood on her nose. See that? So they killed one too. Alright guys, I keep saying that's going to be it. And I keep doing burrows. But that is going to be it. I'm going to drive up here, have a bit of a look. And then get going. I only come out here to have a bit of a look, and well, I'll put the ferrets through. Probably get nothing. But there you go. Up. Stay. Alright guys, well that is going to be it. I'm not going to do any more footage. I may do a burrow or two, I'm not sure, but I'm not going to take any more footage. So whatever you're doing in life guys, make sure you enjoy. Because life goes past, it's way too fast. Bye for now.